Hello everyone, welcome to Brick or Block. Today I've got a 2017 Last Jedi set that I got new in box, so let's take a closer look at it.
My
This is LEGO set 75176 Resistance Transport Pod. It came out in 2017 for $30. It contains 294 pieces and just 3 minifigures. The first minifigure we get here is BB-8, and he's nothing special. This is just the normal BB-8 that comes in most sequel sets. From what I understand, there are actually two variants, one of which has a large photoreceptor and one has a small one, but I'm not sure which one this is, and it doesn't particularly matter because neither one is worth more. But this is just the standard BB-8 figure. Next up we have Rose Tico, and this is honestly a pretty great figure. I really like the front printing. The hair piece is really unique, and I don't know if it ever came back for anyone else, but it's a really nice mold. Like I said, the printing on the front there is great. She comes with a small blaster, and she does have an alternate face, which looks like that with the hair on it. Last up we have Finn, who is exclusive to this set. This version does not come in any other set. He comes with a silver blaster, which is really neat to get because we usually only get those in black. His pants are gunmetal gray, which is also really interesting. The torso print is good on the front and the back. You can see what makes him exclusive, or part of what makes him exclusive, is this stitch from the slash that Kylo Ren gave him. I do kind of wish there was a face in between the happy one and the scared one, that they give him maybe like a more neutral one, but it's not a big issue. As for the set itself, it's a super fun little ship. My biggest complaint about it, and I'll get this right out of the way, is that there are a lot of stickers. This is a sticker. Everything you see on here that might look like a print is a sticker. I'm not a person that is totally against stickers or anything like that, but some of these pieces definitely should have been printed. Chiefly the cockpit piece and this fin right here, because these stickers are pretty difficult to apply even for me, an adult. So I can imagine for kids, it would have been even more difficult. These stickers, here, this one, I don't really have an issue with. They're pretty normal, pretty standard, not too difficult to apply, but these two pieces I think definitely should have been printed. That said, the stickers are a welcome addition. I think the set, if you can imagine it without them, it would look a little weird. So again, I'm not against them. I just think this piece right here and this piece right here definitely should have been printed because of the difficulty it takes to apply all these stickers. I like the shaping this set has going on. It's supposed to be in universe, a cockpit of a B-wing basically with an engine strapped to the back. And I think they got a lot of the round shaping done really well. This thing is just aesthetically pleasing to look at, both in shaping, in color scheme. I think they did a good job mixing a bunch of grays. The pop of yellow with the cockpit is nice. This maroon is a little out of place, but again, this ship is strapped together. It's not supposed to look the cleanest. I also like the pops of this dark orange color. I believe this is dark orange, I'm not entirely sure. And the pops of blue on the back for the engines. This ship also opens up a surprising amount. Obviously, you can take the cockpit piece off, but you can also remove this roof, this side panel, and this front panel. And you get a lot of space to play here. Not a crazy amount, but for a ship this size, I think they packed in a lot for how compact it is. What's nice, and you don't see this in modern LEGO sets all that often, is that you can actually fit all of the figures in the set. There's 2 seats in the cockpit, one for Finn and one for Rose, and they both fit pretty comfortably in there. There are also a couple clips where you can put their weapons, just like that. I'm not sure if that's going to fit actually. There's another clip over here that might be able to fit the longer gun. There we go. And then the shorter gun for Rose can go in there. And then you'll see there's a jumper plate in there where you can fit BB-8. It's a tight squeeze, but he does fit in there. And he's got a little bit of room back there. It's not the greatest, but it's nice to be able to fit all of the figures in here. And of course, you can close that back up with the cockpit and this top piece. It's also nice to see that none of these will just fall off. They're all connected with studs, which is another thing modern LEGO sets don't do as much. There's also a little storage spot here if you wanted to put Rose's gun in there. Finn's gun won't fit, but Rose's will, and that's covered up with this panel. And then on the side over here, there are a couple thermal detonators, which are just an orange stud with that printed tile right there. Those can just slide in right there. You could also put those in here. And then there's this baton thing. I'm not entirely sure what this is supposed to be. They show in the instructions Rose holding it. I'm not sure if it's a baton or a blaster, but they show her holding it like this upright. So I don't know. It could just be some sort of tool. Either way, it's a nice little compartment there, which just gets covered up with this panel. Now I'm sure you've seen this twisting around, which is one of the play features of the set. You can turn this knob back here and you get 360 degrees of range with this gun on the side, which is pretty fun. I mean, you can have it shoot at the front if there's something in front of them, or behind them. There's a normal stud shooter on it, which I almost don't want to shoot, but I will anyway, just for the hell of it. I'm surprised that didn't go missing. But yeah, it's a fun little play feature. It's just a simple gear function that you can see on the inside there. The set has one more play feature, which has to do with this piece right here. If you twist this forward, the spring-loaded shooters that are hidden in the bottom here will fire off. You can see right there is where they load in, like so. And that's about all you get with this set. Here's the instruction booklet, just in case anyone was curious. There are a couple ads in the back, which personally make me super nostalgic. There you can see Rose holding the baton sort of thing, but there are some ads for the Last Jedi sets and 2 big spread out ads for them. Like I said before, I got this sealed in the box, which was a really nice experience. So here's the box, there's the front, there's the back. It shows you all the play features. I know this is going to make some people mad for some reason, but I gotta say, I love this little set. Now, maybe $30 back when it came out was slightly overpriced. I think $25 is fair for it, which is what I got it for. And there's just a lot of fun packed into this little set. 2 great minifigures plus BB-8. And for such a compact build, I feel like this thing is super swooshable and a lot of fun to play with. It goes together really nicely, and I think even makes for a pretty nice display model. Like I said before, my biggest complaint is the stickers, but if you're an adult collector and you're going back to buy this thing, it's not going to be a huge deal. It's also nice to get in LEGO ships that aren't the biggest, most important things. This is a little transport pod that shows up in The Last Jedi for not very long, and it's nice to have a LEGO set of that, because I think this sort of thing is almost just as important as your X-Wings or Millennium Falcons. It's nice to get every once in a while a little ship that's really just not that important. But this makes for a super fun build experience, and I gotta say, if you're into that sort of thing, and if you like The Last Jedi, this is definitely worth going back to, because it's not expensive at all on the aftermarket. Anyway, that's the review. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more reviews like this, and I'll see you all in the next one.